is Sam from Rick Jen's Pianos, and we're here with a piano we don't see all that often anymore. A really nice piano at that. It's a Schimmel, model 174. That's the length of the piano in centimeters. So it's about 5 foot 10 inches long. It was built in 1991 in, as the soundboard says, in West Germany. This was right during the time when East and West Germany reunified, but this was made in the western part of that just to be reunified country. It's a really nice piano, something very different from the sort of sounds of a piano that we normally have in here. A lot of what we have are Steinways, Yamahas, and Kawais, and the pianos coming from Europe are a lot harder to come by in our showroom. A lot harder for us to come by, but this one came to us. We weren't happy with the condition of the piano when we received it, so it has been rebuilt, reconditioned with a new pin block, new strings, and new tuning pins. Otherwise, it's all original. With a really beautiful finish. It has this polished ebony finish. Most Schimmels we get in here are going to be polished, just like any other European piano. It's just a really beautiful piano. I was standing here when we just completed the piano yesterday, just looking at it, admiring it. Really elegant piece of furniture in addition to being a very rewarding musical instrument. And I should mention also that we have with it a Schimmel bench, also something we don't come across. I am pretty certain that this is a leather top here, and it's quite heavy too. It doesn't open up the store sheet music. Instead, there are mechanisms underneath that allow the seat to be adjusted up and down. Very good for families who all want to play a piano and are of different heights, and you'll be able to see the Schimmel logo in the knob here, the knob that you use to adjust it up and down. It's not the original bench for the piano, but we acquired it from a different piano that came in here, and we thought this was a very good match for this piano. Also, polished ebony to match the piano. So as I said, it's a really nice piano. It has a Renner Action, made in Stuttgart, Germany, is where Renner is based, and Renner is a supplier of action parts, in my opinion, world-class action parts, to many companies around the world, mostly in Europe, but in other places too. You look at a Bechstein, Bösendorfer, Hamburg Steinway, newer Petrovs will all have Renner action parts, including hammers, hammer shanks, hammer flanges, whip-ins. But other companies around the world have used them also. I think Mason and Hamlin in Boston used them for a while. And you'll occasionally see Renner action, at least Renner hammers on some Japanese pianos every so often. Not that often, but it happens. Once upon a time, we rebuilt all of our New York Steinways with Renner action parts, back when they were available maybe more easily than Steinway parts, in my opinion, but the quality is excellent in Renner action parts. Just our ability to really make fine adjustments and the sort of refined sound that we can get out of the hammers, in my opinion, hard to beat it. It's really some of the best parts that you can put in any piano, and Schimmel, as I understand, has been using those parts in their pianos for many decades now. They still do today. They used them when this piano was made in 1991, and they used it before then too, going back at least to the 70s, I think. So it's something that lends the piano a brighter sound. It is the normal for European pianos to be voiced brighter to begin with harder hammers that are going to produce a brighter sound, and then they expected technicians to voice it down to people's taste. This is in marked contrast to the typical American piano, Baldwin, Steinway, Mason and Hamlin, that were at least traditionally made with softer hammers, and Steinway still does this today. Softer hammers that begin the piano out mellow, and then if someone wants it brighter, the technician brightens it up. So it's just a different way of making the piano, both valid, but just they definitely sound different. And it really lends itself well to Schimmel's designs. They're known for having a very I think, rich and colorful melody range especially, and the melody notes really shimmer. I think that's the official term even. Just a very sweet and distinctive sound that let me know that even across from a room, this is a Schimmel. And it's about the piano, the shape of the plate, the shape of the soundboard, bridges, the way the strings are arranged, the gauges of all the strings, all of that is basically like the DNA of a piano. And you get, no matter whether there's hard or soft hammers in there, whether the strings are new or old, it still produces the signature sound of whatever the manufacturer designed into the piano, and this has the Schimmel sound. So it has a really shimmering, I think, very sweet melody range, really makes them sing out beautifully. And the bass in this piano is quite strong. It's only 5'10", but it sounds like a bigger piano. I'll play a little bit here. So, for the size that this piano is, it sounds very impressive, and I know this piano, this model, back when they were still making it, was known for having an especially powerful sound. So, a lot going for this piano. You can do a whole lot with it, and the piano will deliver it for you. Let me see. I'll rate the tone a 6 on a scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright. Again, this is very much in keeping with what is, in my opinion, the typical piano originating from Europe, especially Germany. But you got a really wide dynamic range, I think, out of it. It goes from very bold and forward sounding to a whole lot more whisper soft. And when you do play soft on a bright piano like this, you get a very delicate, ethereal sort of sound, especially up there. A very delicate sound. Essentially quite different than what you might expect out of an American piano, but still very much something to be treasured, I think. The touch is very agreeable, very smooth. My experience with German pianos is that they aren't typically firm. I don't want to say it's an easy touch either. I'll rate the touch just a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. You can feel the weight of the hammers when you press down the keys, and it will give you certainly enough resistance to be able to control between the subtleties of softer and softest, but it's not a hard touch either. It's just very agreeably neutral and very smooth. That, I think, is the characteristic of Ringer action. It's just the whole course of the key going up and down and all the parts moving internally. It's a very smooth feel. And it's my understanding this piano was not played very much. I saw it when it came in and looked at the hammers. There was very little wear on them. So we're certainly confident that with proper care and maintenance, including twice a year piano tuning by a professional technician and a constant humidity in the environment of the piano, that this piano will last many decades, especially with its new strings. So that brings me to the 10-year warranty that we offer on all of our pianos. This piano, like anything else we sell, has the 10-year warranty, all parts and labor, and our 100% lifetime trade-up guarantee. Not that you want to trade this in anytime soon. It's a very capable piano for what it is. The only pianos more capable, I would think, would be a larger piano of a higher price. When we get them in, it's not all that common. So you are certainly welcome to trade this in for this exact price that you pay, or for whatever other price if you end up buying a different piano from us. It applies to everything we sell. As I said, as long as you make sure it's in tune twice a year and you keep it away from extremes of humidity, you get the full value in trade toward the next piano from us. Yeah, so really nice piano. I definitely encourage you to come out and try it for yourself. Oh, I remember. One more thing I was going to say. Schimmel still makes a piano roughly this size today. It's not the exact same design. This, I think, eventually became the Classic series, which maybe began with the letter C. The current model in this size today is called a K175. I believe K stands for concert in German. So it's not exactly the same piano, but it's the closest in size. And we have found an MSRP new from Larry Fine's Piano Buyer online of $86,870. And we don't want to discount the quality of a new Schimmel. We've seen newer Schimmels in the past, and the Just the craftsmanship is impeccable in our opinion. It's excellently put together. But as nice as this piano is, and with all the care that we've taken to restore it to like new condition, and for the price that we're putting it at, almost or more than 3 times less than MSRP new, I think we would encourage you to go try out a new Schimmel for yourself and see how nice they are. In our opinion, they are nice. And then come here and play this piano. I think you'll be very impressed with the piano you will get for the money that you might pay with us in this piano. You're free to make your own determination whether the new piano is going to play 3 times better and sound 3 times better and feel 3 times better than this piano. That can be your own opinion. But we definitely encourage you to come out and try this out for yourself and play this along with anything else in our inventory. But if you can't make it, you can always give us a phone call or send us an email if you have any questions. But we hope to see you if you